Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia. Today I wanted to come on here and show you guys pretty much how I started my crochet graphing career, because at this point in my life I'm a full-time crochet artist. I crochet all day, all night. I don't have a life, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. If you follow me on TikTok, or if you see my latest YouTube short, I recently mentioned that my mom taught me how to crochet when I was about 15 years old. That was a very long time ago. I want to say I'm old. That's all I'm gonna say. Might not look like it, but I'm old. But yeah, she taught me the basic stitches. She taught me how to single crochet and how to chain and turn. Um, I taught myself everything else. I utilized YouTube to pretty much show me everything else that I needed to know in order to crochet just anything, like as far as like a scarf, a beanie, anything. I use YouTube. I taught myself how to do the double what's it called, double crochet stitch, the half double crochet stitch, and everything else in between. I taught myself how to color change. I taught myself how to join in the round. Just anything that I thought I needed to know, I pretty much use YouTube to do the research on. I also went to Michael's. I got books, I got magazines. I did everything that I could to get to this point where I'm a full-time crochet artist. I'm sorry for all the spit and the extraness in my mouth, but I have my retainers in and I'm still trying to get used to them. But anyway, if for those who don't know, crochet has a lot of stitching. It deals with a lot of stitching. Depending on the project, it deals with a lot of color changing. So I would definitely recommend getting familiar with all the basics before starting something as big as like a portrait blanket, which I specialize in. I Like I said, I've started from just the basics and then I worked my way up. I've done everything from crochet flowers, pumpkins, Christmas trees. When the COVID hit, everybody was doing the little tissue roll things. I've done pretty much everything, but I specialize in portrait blankets, graph ganning. That's my go-to. Um, and I pretty much want to come on here and say that with graphing, you can pretty much graph anything, and um, it's um, it's something that you just have to learn as you grow. Because I definitely have been in a spot where I didn't know anything about any of it. I had to teach myself how to graph, how to color change, like I said, and pretty much figure it out on my own because my mom only knew the basics. She learned from my grandmother, who, like I said, taught her, and my mom taught me. And because I am her creative child, she just spent some time, teaching me something new. And she definitely supports me in this time in my life because there is a lot going on, but she's definitely supported me in this career that I chose for myself. So just let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I wanted to come on here, like I said, to show you how I started. I just had a brain fart. Lord Jesus. um, I started graphing, like I said, on paper. I have a few of my graphs that I recently found in a notebook that I thought I got rid of a while ago, but it's pretty much all of the graphs that I used way back when I first started, way before I started using Stitch Fiddle, way before I tried to get into any other type of crochet graphing program. I taught myself how to do graphs on graph paper. And I want to show you guys what those graphs look like. When I started, I would find a picture online. I would print it out. I would put it up to the back glass door, tape it up there, and I would trace the picture onto graph paper. And then I started putting the graph paper up to my computer screen and just tracing it on the computer screen. It took a lot for me to do that because, you know, holding up paper and trying to trace at the same time is not very easy to do. All, you know, like, it's not something that you would do on a daily basis. So it definitely took me a while to kind of get a grasp of what I wanted and how I needed to do it. And then I discovered Stitch Fiddle, I want to say back in 2012, but I was not consistent with it because I had to learn how to use it. And then I started getting myself paying other people to do graphs and all of that. And I was just like, I need to learn how to do this for myself. So I took the time to learn how to do it. So I began using Stitch Fiddle again back in 2019. Stitch Fiddle, they have a free version and they also have a paid version. Stitch Fiddle now has definitely changed from the previous years. You definitely have more options on there. I definitely love the new interface that they introduced in the past couple of months. You're able to choose the type of yarn that you'll be using for your project. You're able to use so many colors now. You're able to go through and edit it how you need to edit the picture that you're using. It's just something that I definitely feel has helped me grow as well, because now I have people asking me to make graphs for them because my graphs look so good, and I am bragging on myself. But no, I seriously have people asking me to make graphs for them. I make graphs for myself all the time. So definitely wanted just to show where I started from and where I am now, because graphing is definitely something that I do see myself doing more now than crocheting. And that's saying a lot, because I definitely love to crochet. I know with graphing, what has helped me was having a little background in art, so that I can understand color and how it, you know, contrast and brightness and all that stuff bounces off each other. So stop rambling, but I just pretty much wanted to show I have a stack of the graphs that I created back in my day. Oh Lord, this one. I thought I had the first graph that I created up against the window, but I no longer have that graph. I'm not sure where I placed it, but I do have one graph that I definitely, you know, put some time and effort into. Let me see. Okay. I did come across a few of my other graphs. This one, if you can see, it says JeLise green, and it also has a Jordan symbol because Jordan was going to be his middle name. So what I did was I used Microsoft Word, I used Paint, and I used Photoshop to pretty much just come up with the concept inside of those programs. And then I will print it out, and then I will trace it onto graph paper. As you can see, the Jordan symbol, he looks a little chunky, but it actually worked. I will insert the picture here when I get a chance to. This graph was 125 rows up and 125 stitches across, and I had to alternate between black, and then this was red, black, red. It was a lot, but I got it done. And then come to find out, the person that I did the blanket for did not end up naming her baby JeLise. So she ended up still paying for the blanket, but yeah. Another set of blankets that I did back to back was I did Zariah, which came out to look like this. And then I did Kenneth, looks like this. And then I did Zay. So this was an order for all three. She wanted them because they were going to Disneyland. This was maybe, I think they are almost teenagers at this point. Yeah, this was a while ago. But she ordered a set, she ordered 3 blankets at once. And she paid $60 for all three. No, she paid $60 a piece. And I definitely feel like I could have gotten more, but at that time I didn't really know my worth. I really didn't know what I was like getting my hands into. So I took the time to graph out hearts and bows just so that she can have her Minnie Mouse blanket. Oh goodness. I will insert more. This one was, if you can see. So this is what I had to do. I literally taped these things together so that I can have a full blanket. And then I ended up having to just downsizing to this. And this one helped me get it finished. But with this one, do you see how pixelated and unclear the lettering is? At the time, I didn't know that I needed to go through and make all those light gray squares black in order for them to look like letters. So all of that was a learning process. It definitely took me a while to figure out, oh, this stitch goes here, this stitch goes there, this stitch, this square belongs to a stitch. All of that came to me after doing my research, after being on YouTube, researching and kind of trying to make sure it makes sense to me. And that's how I got to this point now where I'm doing portraits. Here's another Mickey Mouse that I did for someone. What else do I have? Here's another crown with a name. This one, I tried to do like a zebra print. It didn't work out, but I definitely know now that I can still do zebra print. I actually might have to do something with zebra print in a name. Yeah, so these were all baby blankets for kids that are, I want to say, 8 and up. So these are all baby blankets for those kids. And when I first did, they were for baby shower gifts and all of that. Here's another name. It says Desmond, Noah. And through this process, I've gone through many computers. So most of my work has been lost in those transitions of me having computers, and now I just use my iPad to graph. I'm going to insert the graphs that I've been working on lately. And I hope this makes sense. Okay, so you have to start from somewhere, and starting from the basics and being able to progress over the past 19, damn, am I that old? Am I that old? Lord. $19. Girl. Pretty much what I came on here to say is that things will take time, definitely take time. But with crocheting, start with the basics. Start with the basics. Give yourself time to grow. Start with the basics. You're not going to be able to color change and do all these extra extreme stitches all at once. Give yourself a chance to grow. Take your time to learn the things that you want to learn for your business, for your craft, for your hobby. Just make sure you're spending time learning and reaching out to those who may be able to help you. To say is that we all started off somewhere. I would just definitely say take the time to do your research on the things that you want to learn as far as crocheting goes. It's a big community out there. There are people that are willing to help you get to where you want to be. Like I said, my mom taught me, and I just took my time to research on YouTube. YouTube University is it. It's that girl. It's get you where you need to be. But pretty much, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with this channel. I say that all the time. I don't know if I want to continue vlogging or just keep it strictly crochet, or if I want to just do both and, you know, keep it as it is. There's a lot of changes that I will be making as time progresses, but I will be doing vlogging and crocheting as of right now. I'm still trying to decide everything. I did have a video posted up that I did take down because I just didn't want that to be what my channel was focused on. I was in a very vulnerable spot when I posted it. But we're going to move forward and we're going to continue to grow this channel. I recently reached 400 subscribers. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. And yeah, I do believe that my crochet videos have definitely gotten me there, but I also would like to incorporate my vlogging into those numbers too. So just continue to watch, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, I'm here. I will definitely leave any links below that might be beneficial for you. I do have videos from a few years ago of me doing tutorials, so I will leave those links below, or you can always just find them on my channel. I'm currently taking an Instagram break, so you can't find me there, but I will leave it in my bio as well, or the description as well. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Snapchat, but you know, who's on Snapchat these days anyway. But yeah, just continue watching to see what I come up with next. I'm not sure the direction I'm going, honestly, to be completely honest. So please just like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this video was very helpful, useful in some way. But like I said, we all have to start somewhere. I started putting my pictures up against the glass window, tracing. I started by putting my pictures up against my computer and tracing, and now I feel like I'm a pro at stitch fiddle. So it's just pretty much take your time, do your research, and don't rush it, but give yourself some time to process a new hobby. Like crocheting it's been around for a very long time, so I wouldn't rush it. And if you have people that do crochet and you have questions, ask them. If they're not mean and disrespectful, like, I mean, just ask. I always tend to answer any questions that anybody has to ask me. Speaking of, I have been thinking about doing a masterclass, but I have to put all my P's and Q's together to get that going. It's a lot that I would have to sit down and formulate before I can say yes to that. So don't hold me to that, but just in the future, if you do hear me say I'm doing a masterclass, you heard it here first. But yeah, I got to get going. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.